Hi, this is Allison Arthur. You know me as Evil Nellie Olson from Little House on the Prairie. And I'm talking to you now with Jim and Florence on the forum.
Hi, everyone. This is Jim Jackson. Welcome to a special edition of the forum. We could call this the book review edition. Florence, why don't you talk about the book we'll be discussing today?
Yes, we will be talking about Fashion Jungle, which is a book from supermodel turned super mogul Kathy Ireland and New York Times bestseller Rachel Van Dyken. And I'm really excited about this book because it's about the fashion world. It's about the fashion industry and modeling in particular. And it's the story of four models, four very strong women. Well, they start as young girls, but very strong women who get into some crazy things in the modeling world. And a lot of it, to me, was kind of surprising because I think as a young girl and as a teenage girl, you have this idea of the modeling world. And being so sheltered in my life, not realizing all the trials and tribulations that models do go through. And I think this book in particular touches on all of it. The exciting part, superstardom and all that, but it also talks to you about what goes on behind the scenes and what models really have to go through. So yeah, I found it to be really interesting. I couldn't wait to read it, so I gave myself a couple of days when I was on vacation, and I'm so glad that I did.
I am too, Kathy, and we apologize. We wanted to put this out last week, but we got so busy, and we definitely wanted to read it, both of us to read this, to give a proper review. And Rachel and Kathy do a great job of creating these storylines. And again, they're based on true facts. They're based on true life stories. And they do a great job of creating these storylines with these four people that it shows the obstacles and all the trappings of being in the modeling industry. And like you said, Florence, when you look at superstars, when you look at the Oscars, the Grammys, modeling, you think, wow, these people are, what a life. I wish I had their life. It's so easy. But again, especially when you get pretty girls, because when you get pretty girls, then you get powerful men involved and a lot of money. And there's just a lot of trappings that go on in this situation. And I think Rachel and Kathy showed it's not all pretty faces and puppy dog tails. It's a tough life at times. It's a demanding life. You have a lot of things going on, a lot of people that are trying to grab onto your career, trying to use you, and using money to entice you, money and power. There's drugs and alcohol, like in any situation. And there's so many things that derail you and also take away your character. It could tarnish your morals. It just seems to kind of, there's so many things in there that trap you into going in the wrong direction. You're young, you're naive, you make different decisions than you would if you're older. And I think this book did a great job of not just painting this, oh my gosh, it's a wonderful life, or also creating these people that are just victims. It's a downer story. This is a story of triumph and friendship. These people have bonds and they love each other. And I think that's what really got me, is the great friendships through thick and thin of these young girls to turn into good women. And power, I don't like the word power that much anymore, because everybody thinks if you're tough, if you're brash, if you're loud, that's power. That's not power. Power is the ability to overcome obstacles, to overcome things, to take mistakes, and to create triumph out of them. We all make mistakes, but it's the people that stand up, dust themselves off, learn from it, be mature enough and humble enough to learn from the mistakes and then to do better in life. And I think that's why Rachel and Kathy really gave a good portrayal of that with these models.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for anyone who would be interested in, like you said, a story of overcoming, story of triumph, amazing friendships, going through amazing things. I think it's not just about the modeling industry. If you are in any industry, I think that you would really like this book, because I don't think it's just about women or just about models, even though that is the setting, that is the backdrop. I think that anyone who really is interested in a story of women or men anyone who has to overcome something in their life, I think they would really like this book. I mean, at first I thought, oh, this is a book about the fashion world, about modeling, and it was probably more for just women, but absolutely not. I think even you, I mean, as a man, you said that you thought the book was really interesting and that you did enjoy it. And I think that most men out there would as well. Again, not just for young girls who are dreaming of being models. And based on what Kathy has said, obviously there are some real life stories woven into these 4 characters. And I think that's really interesting too, because I love anything based on reality and truth. I love documentaries. I love hearing about people's real life experiences. So again, I think this book is for anyone. I think that anybody who wants a really interesting story, this is definitely it.
I think you hit the nail right in the head. I'm a man's man. I am not into Desperate Housewives and all these crazy shows that go on. As Florence will say, I didn't worry about the fashion industry pre-Grammys or who was wearing what.
The red carpet.
What's Brad wearing? I liked about this book is that I'm a male, red-blooded American, old-fashioned type of guy. I loved the friendships because I've had friendships since high school. My friends and I, we actually have gotten together every year since high school. Once a year we get together and we tell all stories, we tell the same stories, but we have that bondship of friendship, and through thick and thin we always try to be there for each other. And I think this is what was so cool about this, that even with all the problems, the darkness and all the problems that happen sometimes when you're young and you're getting into an industry like this, their friendship and their love for each other never wavers. And that's something that as a young person, if you find that and you find that bond with somebody and with people, never break it. And when you have people like that on your side, it seems like you can really overcome anything. And to me, there's some sad parts in this, and we're not going to give away anything because that's wrong to do.
No.
Writers hate when people do that. We're not going to do that. But when bad things happen, it seems like their love and their care for each other is at its strongest. And that's what makes it such an amazing story. Rachel and Kathy did a great job at creating this feel good, even when it doesn't feel good. You feel bad for these people when something happens and something goes wrong, but then you feel great that, come on, they overcome it. And that's what we should be doing in real life. And to me, this book is an inspiration to us all because we live in a world with a lot of disruption, a lot of divide, a lot of anger, and a lot of pain. And what we need to do in any industry that we're in. I'm in the medical field. Florence is in school. She's a teacher for special ed. We all have obstacles. We all have things that affect us. And I think what this book talks about is not just the fashion industry, but life in general, to bond with each other and bond with each other through our differences and through our different tribulations, and that we could actually overcome things no matter what, as long as we care for each other and as long as we're there for each other. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to read this, but I did it. I've been a huge Kathy Ireland fan. She's not just a pretty face. She has really been a powerhouse in the business world, and I love what she does. She creates amazing opportunities for people and for businesses, and I've backed her for years and years, so to even have any type of communication with her has been a blessing. I've just loved it so much because she has really had an amazing career, and she's still going strong. And Rachel Van Dyken is a very accomplished writer, especially in the romance genre. Everyone loves her. She does a great job, works hard at her books. So I'm just, if you're a young guy, if you're a middle-aged man with kids and everything, I'm telling you, you will like this book. And I'm talking on the men perspective. Part of the thing too, Florence, that we were talking about off air is that, wow, who are these people? And that's the one thing, is these stories are true. Not every tiny thing or every tiny word, but these are true stories with people that Kathy knew. And you kind of look back there and you're thinking, I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to get any ex-supermodel getting mad at me, but you wonder about who are these people? Who are the ones she's talking about? And that's kind of half the fun too. I see a lot of groups online talking about Yeah,
Yes, that's what I envied. Knowing who the supermodels were back then, when Kathy was a supermodel and Kathy was on all those magazine covers, it does make you think. Like, you look back. I mean, Kathy's such a role model because obviously she's accomplished more than just fashion industry and being a supermodel. She's done so many things since then. So she definitely is a role model for all women, as is Rachel. Rachel's an accomplished writer, like you said, New York Times bestseller. But I do think, though, that, yeah, it makes you want to look back to who those models were at the time and wonder. That is fun. I mean, I did enjoy that part of it. So I do agree. This book has everything. It's just wonderful. I've told so many women that I work with about it and told them that they had to get it. Once I was done reading it, I definitely wanted my cousins, friends, my coworkers. I wanted everyone to pick up a copy. So again, I hope so. I hope people do read this book, because I think no matter what your interests are and what you think of the fashion industry or the modeling industry, there's something for everyone. There's faith, there's your belief in God and mankind and friendships and love and romance, and it's got it all. So absolutely pick up this book.
That's right. And can I give a quick shout out to Kathy's husband? What a great man he must be. You have this woman that is beautiful. She's powerful. She's great. And this guy is so cool to be such a great support for her. They have a great family and her kids. And boy, how do you not like Kathy Ireland? I mean, she is just an amazing woman. Rachel Van Dyken, two great women. Let's get out there and really, I have already bought 2 of these copies for friends. So I've given them, this is how much I'm using my own money. Not that it's $1 million or anything, but I'm using my own money, and I don't endorse much. People, and nothing like Kathy, but when I looked in my DM this morning, I had 4 people trying to get me endorse their products, and I always say no. If I don't like it or if I don't research it, I can't do that. It's my name attached to it. So if Florence and I say something is good, we're not just saying that. We're not being paid by this. We're not getting anything. We're not getting Kathy Ireland t-shirts or Rachel Van Dyken t-shirts. We believe in this book, and I think this is really going to kind of turn over the leaf in the fashion industry and in business in general with the times that we're going through, because I think what happens is we, like we've said before, we think it's just so pie in the sky and everything's fantastic, but there are a lot of wrong roads that can go in this business, but it's a book of triumph. It's a book that will take you left and right and up and down and crazy, and it is just a fun ride. So in ending, get the Fashion Jungle, Kathy Ireland, Rachel Van Dyken. Follow them on Twitter. Go to Amazon, get a great review, put up a great review. I'm sure you'll enjoy this just as much as me. Do it on Amazon, Apple, and we just appreciate all of you. Again, we've started back up on the forum. The numbers are fantastic. Thank you to all the celebrities and people that follow us, and we have reach millions of people on our social media. It still blows me away. And Florence is such an amazing inspiration for me. I'm so appreciative of her, and this is going to be a great year, Florence. And this is a great way to start it with these reviews. We have to do more of these.
Yes, no, I really enjoyed this. I really did. And I'm blessed to have you in my life, and I'm very grateful for you and for all we've done this past year. Has been fantastic. And like you said, with the forum and just our followers and the numbers, I mean, the numbers don't lie. All the support we're getting and all of our celebrity support online, which has been amazing. I mean, overwhelming at times how many of the celebrities have reached out to us. So yeah, absolutely. This is a great thing. I think we should definitely do more book reviews.
Kathy Ireland, Rachel Van Dyken, Fashion Jungle. Get it. We love this book. So please get it, and please support them online for all that they do. Florence and I bid you adieu. I hope you guys have a great day. We're going to release this tomorrow. We're going to get back to work, but we're going to release this tomorrow morning, and we hope everyone has an amazing week. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.